Hello guys, it's your boy YTEps, and today I will be reviewing 3 indie games. Our heroes today are Robbie Oliver and his platformer Fruit Salad, Appa Spappas and their card game with RPG elements Theo's Quest, and Guld with his JRPG The Last Chronomancer. Our first hero is Robbie Oliver with his platformer Fruit Salad. Collect all fruit, avoid traps, jump on enemies. Okay, this should be easy. Well, yeah, this wasn't easy. It took me 20 minutes to complete level 1, although maybe I'm just bad at this type of games. Fruit Salad is a Mario-style platformer where you need to collect fruit, avoid traps, and jump on enemies, and reach Golden Cup in the end in order to win, and that's a nice and simple design. There are following key mechanics in this game. There are enemies of two types, patrolling and shooting, there are traps, there are fruit which you need to collect, and then there is Golden Cup which you need to reach in order to finish the game. In general, I enjoyed playing Fruit Salad. Robbie nailed the balance part perfectly, as the game is challenging but not too hard. Graphical assets were pleasant, and sound fits the genre. The only real con is that the game is way too short. I feel like I didn't have enough time to fully enjoy the gameplay. So my advice for Robbie is to make Fruit Salad 2 at least 20 levels long. Let us now proceed to our next developer. Small studio Appa Spappas, shout out to whoever came up with that name. And their game Theo's Quest. This is a story-based card game with RPG elements. Okay, so this is Appa. And these are his spappas, the creators of the game. The first thing that catches an eye is graphical style of the game. All the assets are unique, and art was actually created by one of the papas. Try speaking with a witch to try a battle. So, during the game, the player follows young witch named Theo through her fool's journey. It's basically a trip for young magicians who want to study themselves, the surroundings, and the playing cards. There are 3 main game mechanics. During combats, player engages with other characters, trying to defeat their spirit form. A turn in battle consists of 3 phases: choosing a card to play, choosing a move to perform, and watching how the turn plays out. Puzzle solving. Player will run into obstacles, which can be overcome by unleashing elements on them. Puzzle solving process is quite simple but not mindless, and some puzzle elements are generated randomly, so chances to run into 2 similar puzzles are very low. Fortune telling. Some characters will ask a tarot witch to perform fortune telling on them. That's a very nice design flavor, by the way. Theo, the main character, will pull 3 cards out of the deck and actually tell about the past, the future, and the present of that character. These mechanics make gameplay process diverse and captivating. Now, before talking about pros and cons, I want to point out one more thing, which is the design of playing cards. All arts are handcrafted, and each card has a unique, deeply lyrical description. Now to pros and cons of Theo's Quest. The game has good integrity. Gameplay, graphics, storyline and music work together really well. It gets even better when we consider that game has no pre-made assets, only stuff created by Appa Spappas. The puzzle solving system is fun and works really well. It took me a little over an hour to complete the first demo, and I did it in one sitting, so I definitely recommend you guys to check this thing out. There is still room for improvement though. There could be more UI elements in the surroundings, card picking phase of the battle could be more flexible, it would also be nice to add something like a global map and some quest tracking system. This is just a quick reminder that if you want me to play and review your game, hit me up on Twitter. Link will be in the description. Our final developer for today is Guld with his game The Last Chronomancer. This game is a massive project which had been in development for 4 years already.
That's quite big.
The game page says that current version has 3 hours of gameplay, and spoiler, it took me 3.5 hours to actually complete the demo, and I was quite impressed by the scale of the project. Game is styled to look and feel like retro JRPG. Guld did a really good job bringing the retro feeling in. There are of course big details like graphical assets and sound which fit the style, but a lot of attention is paid to smaller details like screen resolution, saving system, settings menu and controls. The plot of the game goes like this. There is this old lady who is the last Chronomancer. She can interfere with time and basically sees that if 6 heroes do not save the planet in the future, the world will be possessed by evil and eventually doomed. Majority of the plot is presented through cutscenes and dialogues. During the main game process, player will have to assemble and control party of heroes to save the world. There are following game mechanics to do this. Turn-based combats. There are several features making these combats unique and spicy. The variety of heroes and their abilities, the variety of enemies and their abilities too, a unique mechanic like role swapping, boss fights, etc. World exploration. During the game, player will be able to explore cities, battlefields and other locations, as well as travel around the global map, including sea travel. Cool small features. There are small one-time events which don't let the player get bored. There are sea battles, small puzzles, battles with a time limit, etc. I also enjoyed the difficulty progression during the whole playthrough. As my characters were getting stronger, the opponents were getting stronger too, which made every battle challenging and enjoyable. Now to pros and cons of The Last Chronomancer. Scale of the project is really huge. The game feels like something made by a large studio rather than by a solo developer. Gameplay is diverse and challenging. Story writing also deserves an A as it has multiple twists and details to it. Although I sincerely liked the game, there were several things that I missed. First of them is a big fat line saying me what to do. Generally I managed to get enough info from dialogues, but there were 2 or 3 moments where I spent some time wandering around the map trying to figure out what to do. And the shopping system should definitely be improved. I mean, the shops were there and I even used them to get the full experience, but I could totally complete the game without visiting the shop once. All 3 games were different and I enjoyed playing each of them. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time, be a damn productive person.